Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
My leg pain is far, far better this week. Last week you told me to walk. So I've started walking 20 minutes regularly in the morning
Okay, ma'am.
and climbing stairs also. So that has helped me a lot. Thank you so much for your advice.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome.
But one thing I wanted to ask you, my veins, I feel they are getting blue, and I need to massage it. Why the veins of my calves and thighs are getting blue?
Ma'am, blue, they are supposed to be blue and slowly they'll move inside. They have been pushed out because of some hormonal imbalance.
No,
And blue is
they're not pushed out, but they are blue.
no problem, ma'am. Blue means it's the deoxygenated blood.
Yes,
The
but
blood,
then if I massage it, it is very painful sometimes.
yes, ma'am. It will gradually, with your exercise, gradually it will decrease and move to its location.
Hmm. The one thing more, you have told to remove MRP from the diet.
Yes, yes.
Uh, yes, R and P is okay, but milk still I'm not able to remove completely because I'm used to having milk right from the childhood. So once in a while I get that I should drink. And in winters, normally, sometimes I used to have this. We make pinni. We are Punjabis, so we make pinni. So with pinni and milk as one meal, either in the morning.
If you can't remove it, reduce it, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
And
So
if you find reducing is helping you, then gradually you will automatically reduce further.
yes, yes. Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome. So basically, today's topic is why 12 hours feeding time is a necessity. I started writing. Basically, there were 4 points, and then I thought just covering 4 points may not be doing justice to the topic. So then I started thinking, and that is how I reached from A to Z. And there could be some repetition somewhere, probably use of word, but you will find that 12 hours feeding time. Actually, if you do very sincerely for 3 months, you will have control over your body. Most of the things will come back to normal. What is happening today is the moment we get up, we start with a cup of tea, and invariably, out of 7 days, we are out somewhere dining or something or the other. Commitment is there, and invariably, this dinner is going beyond 10 o'clock, or and at times it is 12 o'clock. So imagine from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, it is 18 hours feeding time. When will the body rest? When will the food be digested? And when will the toxin elimination and the other process of the body will happen? So I'll be covering each point separately. And in this is in a nutshell that we have to have something. This 12 hours feeding time is fine, but how to do it? I'll be discussing that particular part also, and probably in the explanation of it, gradually this will become very, very clear. The most important thing uh, that happens is the first is the digestive system rest. If you give clean 12 hours free time to the body, that is your first bite and the last bite is, let's say, 12 hours. So the body get 12 hours for rest, digestion, absorption, toxin elimination, and to make up for the energy which has been spent. There is a myth that morning breakfast keeps you fit and energetic the whole day. A morning breakfast will give you energy after 2 days. What you are actually utilizing the energy is what you ate about 24 to 48 hours before, not the morning breakfast. So all this thing is done during the 12-hour window when the body gets this break from eating. In the bargain, what happens is the all the digestive enzymes which are supposed to reach their place and make the body ready for the welcome of the food next day, they are prepared in time. The toxin which is a byproduct of the food that we have eaten, that is removed, and in a way the digestive system complete gets geared up in this 12 hours break. Now I remember a Tom and Jerry cartoon wherein they both are as it is fighting with each other, and they both happen to have a torch. And in one of the episodes where I think Tom becomes like a statue, and the Jerry takes a torch and focuses on its mouth, and the complete ray is shown onto the ground from the other side, which naturally it will not happen, but that is what exactly will happen if we have a clean digestive tract. The clean digestive tract, what I mean is the saliva which is there in the mouth is ready to accept the next day food. The toxins, the leftover food which is there in mouth, the breakdown has started. That is why we brush in the morning to remove all those toxins of the leftover food. The esophagus, the stomach, it cleans the leftover food, prepares the layer to safeguard it against the acid, cleans the food, and prepares to get the next day meal. Similarly, the small intestine, large intestine, and the complete colon is clean, and a immune system also is developed because of the clean digestive tract. This greatly enhances, if you have a clean digestive tract, your immune system will go up, because there won't be any leaks, there won't be any barriers or the inner walls which will be broken, or somewhere some intrusion has taken place due to bad gut bacteria or something that you have eaten, like animal protein. It has not got digested. Body will not push it further till it breaks it down. Now, what happens is some leftover of this animal protein will start fermenting. With its fermenting going bad in the stomach, again there will be a lot of toxin acids. And the acid is not supposed to be there in the small and the large intestine. Now this buildup, the body will have to, immune system will have to detect it and take a corrective action before it harms the inner walls of the intestines. So the most important part in our whole body is the digestive tract. If your digestion system is fine, no disease, you will be disease free and healthy. And this 12 hours feeding window provides adequate 12 hours rest to the digestive system to clean itself, to do the absorption, and prepare it for the next day meal. The second point is circadian rhythm. In a period of our evolution in last about 10 million years, 6 million years, whatever, unfathomable period, but it has taken a long time for a Homo sapiens to evolve at the stage that we are today. And this circadian rhythm is as per sunrise and sunset. All the hormonal action or all the hormones wake up with the sunrise in the body, and the digestive system, all the juices, everything which are secreted, At sunset, it is the siren time and close down time. So imagine if you're eating anything beyond sunset. Yeah, once in a week, once in a month, you have gone for a marriage, it is fine. Twice a week, still body will accept it. But it cannot happen 7 days a week, because the work will keep pending, and will keep the toxin elimination will be postponed to a level wherein a body organ or a part or somewhere will get infected by some disease. So this 12 hours feeding window is actually aligning with the circadian rhythm firstly, and also the complete body function which will happen, it will help in that also, with the clean digestive tract, with the first point. And the second aspect was, it will get aligned with the nature. We have to be aligned with the nature. As you must have heard of people who go, who because of the work or the time difference in the complete world time, someone who's, let's say, working in the US, online working from India only, he has to wake up in the evening, and till late morning he's working. The sustained period, actually more than 6 months, you'll find there are a lot of changes coming into his body. He will be prone to diseases. He'll get infected very fast. Cold and sneezing, all this thing will start very early, in about let's say 2 or 3 months, and beyond a certain limit, it becomes unsustainable. So the first point was the clean digestive tract of the system. Second was the in alignment with the circadian rhythm. And the third most important part is, with the 12-hour gap, our body is sensitive to insulin, which I have already covered in detail. Because of the continuous eating without even waiting for the last meal or the last snack to get digested, we are feeding more and more carbohydrates and food into our body with this regular eating interval of, let's say, some place people just want to pick up anything. They're moving around the dining table, they find some namkeen or some snacks or some sweets. You just pick it up without even thinking. So this, what happens is, over a period of time, as I had explained earlier, a body which was supposed to produce only 660 grams of insulin, over a period of bad lifestyle, has started producing more than 3 to 5 liters of, that is 3000 to 5000 milliliters of insulin, which is supposed to be only 60. And gradually, this gives us insulin resistivity, which is again the prime reason for all the diseases, whether it is kidney, heart, diabetes, naturally because of the excess blood glucose, and this carries on. Now, fourth point is fat burning. Anything that we eat, it has got two primary functions. Whatever energy, the food we eat is basically gets converted into energy at two places. Firstly, whatever is directly absorbed from the small intestine directly flows into the blood, and it is utilized wherever the body requires it. The second is, anything absorbed in the large intestine moves to liver, and liver has got a store which it stores about some energy in liver itself, and the other place where the energy is required is in the muscles. So whatever the moment you start walking, exercising, this energy in the muscles is utilized. This shortfall of any energy in the muscles, or the shortfall of the store in the liver, is made up by the carbohydrate that we eat daily. If you exercise, let's say, of some day you've been regularly exercising, let's say for just about 15 minutes, but one day you decide that, okay, today I'll do for 1 hour. You increase the energy consumption of your muscles. And let's say you've been working out and there reaches a stage a day prior to that, supposing you were unable to eat or you were fasting. The reserve of liver has also got exhausted. Now, liver stores the excess energy in the form of fats. One glucose which is stored in the liver when the energy is used gives only 2 units, whereas one molecule of fat will give 36 units, and which is again in the form of reserves in each cell. Some deposits on the organ, like heart has got some reserve which can be utilized immediately by the heart. Similarly, a small reserve is there with each organ, and it is in the form of fat. The 12-hour gap that we give, this recycle of energy takes place. Now, what happens if you're eating continuously? Your liver will never fall short of the store, because every hour if you're eating, or every 2 hours you are eating, that consumption of the energy from the liver which is taking place is immediately filled by whatever you're eating. The fat which is stored as a for emergency in the cells and in the body is never being utilized. That is why the obesity, you find people who are obese, they find it very hard to burn those fats. So the fat burning starts with 12 hours feeding time. You just do it for 3 months. You'll find all these 4 things happening. Your digestive system will get all right. Your circadian rhythm will be in sync with the nature. You will increase your insulin sensitivity, and this fat burning and the cycle and the recycle of the cells. Because the moment fats are burned, body will have to produce enzymes to convert the glucose into fat. Now, what happens? Let's say why this is necessary. Like we just coming out of the winters and we are about to move into summers. Our ACs, which have been switched off for last about 2-3 months or 4 months, can you switch directly your ACs now? No. Before you switching it on, you will probably call some serviceman to service it, because you're not sure that it may catch fire, it may get short circuit, the air vents are clear or not, the filters are clear or not. You'll get it serviced. Similarly, any fat which is burned is utilized, and the new formation of fat cells which the body has to do, it's the complete servicing of the body itself, of the enzyme mechanism, the hormonal. This is what the hormonal balance is all about. If body is able to recycle our complete body, each and every cell, about 92 to 94% of the cell of each body changes every year, except for few parts in the brain. All the cells change every year. You'll be surprised to know that what you were 1 year ago and what you are today, you are completely changed, man. Each and every cell, 90% of your cells have changed. Now, this change to happen systematically in an efficient manner, this 12 hours feeding time is a necessity, so that every organ gets rest, recoup, energize, recycle, and this recycle thing continuously is happening. Will only happen if you give this 12 hours of rest to the body. So this 12 hours feeding time is a must. So these were the 4 major points, and out of this, actually everything else will flow from A to Z. Now, if you connect this major 4 points, you can connect A to Z. Like now, I don't have to explain anything. Gut health, which is self-explanatory because of the digestive system, rest, hormonal balance, cellular repair and longevity, brain health. Now, brain cells are also gets recycled. The nerve endings which are broken or because of uses, they all will get recycled. And this can only happen if you give the body 12 hours rest. Energy levels and mental clarity. You must have experienced this. If you go for a walk and you're sweating, what has happened? You've given the body those necessary uh, tools, that is utilization of the energy. And if this utilization of the energy happens to be fat cells, you have again energized the whole system. You have now started servicing the body. So this will happen only in 12 hours feeding time. The most important, F, customizable lifestyle approach. Once you come to know that you have to maintain a 12 hours feeding time, all you got to do is remember the first bite time. Let's say I take a first bite at 10 o'clock in the morning, or my first cup of tea is, let's say, 10 o'clock. All I have to do is finish my dinner before 10 o'clock in the evening. Now, some people will say, no, I am working. Okay, now a house where husband is working. He leaves for office. You can give him whatever he wants. He goes to the office. He works in the office. He can time it now. If he knows that he cannot come back home before 11 o'clock in the night, or he cannot finish his dinner before 11 o'clock in the night, he can easily take his first bite at 11 o'clock in the office. Now, the simple myth is that without breakfast, you feel weak, not realizing it was yesterday's breakfast or day before yesterday's breakfast, which will give you energy today. Today's breakfast will be utilized after 2 days. So, it is a simple myth that you are getting energized by breakfast. Breakfast doesn't give you energy for the day. It is 2 days ago or 3 days ago, breakfast gives you an energy in the morning, in the day. And what one has to do, if he knows he cannot reach home and finish his dinner by 11 o'clock, he keeps drinking water till 11 o'clock. And whenever his office time is there, if the office, it's a tea break, is 10:30, let's say, from 10:30 to 11, this is exactly what I'm trying to say. He can now have his breakfast or the first bite or first of cup of tea in that tea break in the office. After that, again, he doesn't have to take snacks or something. This will take care of him till lunchtime. 4 hour gap will be there in the lunchtime. Again, after that, he moves back home, comes home, or he has tea, or now he has to go in for take a bus or commute or drive down to his home. He doesn't have to immediately go to a shop and pick up cola or anything. He should always have a water bottle with him. And one should keep drinking water. The water will actually keep you hydrated, keep cleaning everything, keep each cell of the body energized for the free flow of the enzymes in the body. Now, housewife, if she has to join the same husband and have food by 11 o'clock, she can very easily start her day with a cup of tea at 11 o'clock. The kids have gone to school, husband has gone, and I'm not saying you're used to taking tea at 6 o'clock, that tomorrow you start taking at 11 o'clock. No. Gradually, today you have taken at 6 o'clock, take 7 days, advance it by just 15 minutes or in half an hour, and gradually you will realize that you have saved time. Because brewing up tea will take 15 to 20 minutes. You have saved that time. Accordingly, your that morning routine as a homemaker, you will get enough of time for the whole day preparation. And when everyone has left, you have your own quality time to brew a good cup of coffee or tea, whatever you like. So it is the adaptability. It's the system. Now, if there are many diets you may have followed, doctor will say, okay, have food at 8 o'clock, then give a gap of so and so time, then have two badam at 10 o'clock, 2, 3 akroat at 12 o'clock, or have a smoothie, or have a green juice. You don't have to get into this everything. Eat anything with proper gap between the meals and the snacks, and keep a 12-hour window. It's a very simple, very simplistic. All you got to do is 12 hours feeding time. And this is very easily adaptable with any lifestyle. There is blood glucose regulation, heart health. Now, how does this 12-hour feeding time helps you with your good heart health? You see, the blood is flowing continuously into the heart and outside, and getting out of the heart. That is one place where it reaches. And if there are some reason, some blockages, once you give rest to the heart, those blockages are either cleared, or nature itself makes bypass. If there is an artery which is blocked here, it will automatically start growing from here and do a bypass on its own. But you have to give the body time to do it on its own. You don't have to load it with lot of work, and that will happen only if you you keep your feeding time to 12 hours. Muscle preservation. Now, muscle preservation. If you are exercising, or let's say, okay, 12 hours rest, whatever you've given, the morning you are exercising, the energy which is stored in the muscle has been used. If it has been used, that energy will be made up by the liver. At the same time, this simple exercise of 15 minutes or 20 minutes or steps, 200 steps, or whatever I've been telling, that you start minimum, you have to exercise. You have to tell your bones, I have to walk. Unless until you load your muscles, load your bones with the weight, with lifting capability. Like I give you a simple example. You go for a bath, fill a bucket, lift that bucket 10 times. No one is watching you, for your own good. Now, what signal have you given to the body? You have given a simple signal that you are lifting 10 times the bucket filled with water. So automatically the body will start building your arm muscle, upper arm, lower arm, wrist, everything. Instead, if you are not working, what will happen? God forbid, if you just happen to collide with something, your bones would have turned brittle. There won't be any flexibility, and you will become injury prone. Sustainability of the muscle mass and bones intact, that will break. The capability of a 7-year-old and a 70-year-old man of muscle building is the same. So the 15 minutes exercising is a must. And if you can develop this, and I'm not saying you start going to the gym or anywhere, or big places, join a Zumba class. Gossip there for 15-20 minutes, do some exercise, collect some good bacteria. You meet so many people, your day is made. You don't want to do that, you don't want to move out from the home, get a skipping rope. 15 minutes of skipping is all that you will be able to transport all your toxin which has got accumulated in the night in the lymphatic system back to the nodes, and for its further refinement and cleaning. So this muscle preservation is another thing which will only happen if you give 12 hours rest to the body. Simplicity and sustainability. Yeah, simplicity, I've spoken of. Sustainability, it is sustainable because of its simplicity. Okay, you had your first bite at 8 o'clock, you have to finish the last bite by 8 o'clock. This is simple. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to note down, make notes. Okay, वो 5 बजे मेरे को रस्क खाना है, वो टोस्ट खाना है, और स्मूदी बनानी है. You don't have to remember all those. Have your normal proper meal without sugar, without MRP. Eat anything in this 12-hour window. The next point is emotional and psychological well-being. There is one more important part in this. Before this, I think I have I think it will come somewhere, is the sleep. Once you have 12-hour window, your sleep improves. Your psychological and the emotional balance reaches, and you are more balanced person. Disease prevention, again, if your gut is clean, giving 12 hours rest, your immune system is working. It is getting efficient every day because of the 12-hour rest that the body gets. Yeah, it is here. Meal timing and sleep. Your meal timing will automatically get fixed. Will come to a place where you will be able to get hunger also, as well as eat healthy also. Because if you are eating with a gap of 2 hours, 3 hours, your previous food is not got digested, you are stuffing more into your body, you are creating food for bad gut bacteria, and thus the overpopulating the gut with the bad gut bacteria, imbalance of the gut bacteria, digestive system goes for attack, sick, digestive system goes for a sick, your immune system decreases. So, and stress, the sleep get disturbed. So the meal timing and sleep will get fixed. You may be in a habit of eating late, let's say 10. Now you know you have to finish. If you had your first cup of tea at 8 o'clock, you have to finish by 8 in the evening. You got 2 more hours before you sleep. Now, what the biggest advantage of this, especially diabetic patient, is in that 2 hour, your body would have, there will not be any spike in the glucose, because you are not directly eating and going to sleep after eating. You naturally you will move out, you'll have small walk, or probably move out in the garden, or if you're staying in a let's say a multi-story building, go to the central park place, find people, talk, and come climb some stairs. This will digest the food before you go to sleep. Food will get out of the stomach, because sleeping with the food in the stomach is what creates problem. And once it has moved into the small intestine, large intestine, then you have to sleep, because the body will take over and start doing its process. Stress reduction, anti-aging. Stress reduction, I have already made it very, very clear. If you're sleeping uh, more than 8 hours in a night, your all body functions are happening. This will automatically decrease. Anti-aging. Since the recycle of the cells, each cell, whether it is heart cell, kidney cell, brain cell, or the lung cell, this recycle which take place, the vitality in the newer cells, which will be of higher efficiency, and thus the stress on the body to maintain them will be less. It is better, like when you have a new car, there are no problem. But if you have, let's say, a 15-year-old or a 20-year-old car, every day you are fearing it may break down somewhere. You don't go for a long drive. You're always carrying a lot of tools with you in an old car, because you never know what will go wrong. Similarly is the body. If each cell which is there, the vitality of each cell has been recycled and it has become new, you automatically contribute to the overall body's anti-aging. Social and cultural sync. Now, what does this mean, social and cultural sync? You have a, let's say, a wedding, and you happen to have, nowadays actually wedding, all the dinner starts almost, I think, 8:30. Let's say, no, you are the near ones. You will have to have with your family, and the dinner has gone to 11 o'clock. Fine. You have had dinner at 11 o'clock. Give body 12 hours. Your next day's bite should be at 11 o'clock. So you can sync with your social commitment or social requirement. Now, what is this cultural thing? You are a Christian, there's a Lent fasting. You can sync your fasting with this 12-hour cycle. Let's say, whatever the fasting period you wish to do, you can automatically time it. You have to increase the fasting from the 12-hour sleep or the 12-hour gap that you have already given. Let's say you have taken something at 10 o'clock in the night, last by 10 o'clock in the night, and next day some religious Ekadasi, Lent fasting or Rosa or something, any because of your religion, it has been professed that you should keep a fast on, let's say, any particular day. So next day from night 10 o'clock to next day 10 o'clock is 12 hours. If you extend this period of fasting from 10, and let's say you have your first bite at 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock, let's say 2 o'clock, you have automatically fasted more 4 hours more than your normal. It will give you that extra strength and the timing. If you are very, very religious, naturally, you will keep cursing the God, you will keep cursing everyone in the world, कि ये कहाँ मेरी शादी करा दी, मेरा करवा चौथ व्रत रखना है, मेरे को पानी नहीं मिल रहा है. But if you know that this fasting is for your own good, you will appreciate, your body, you will love to fast. And this can happen only, this conviction and this courage will come when you're sticking to 12-hour feeding time. When your body gets used to 12-hour feeding time, 4 hours or 5 hours only on water will not matter. You probably will have the ability to do intermittent 16 hours or 18 hours fasting once in a week. You are a Hindu, you say, okay, मैं शिव भक्त हूँ, तो मंडे को रखो, हनुमान जी का मंगलवार को रखो, and so on. So this 12 hours feeding time gets synced with your social commitment as well as your cultural beliefs and system that you are following. Individual approach. Next point. Now, individual approach, naturally, you both, husband and wife, both are working. And let's say the office hours are separate. You individuals can have their own 12-hour window and match it with one of the meals when both of you come back. Or when the kids come back. The kids have also gone to school. Naturally, you can't have breakfast together. You can't have your commuting times are different. Your office hours are different. Each individual can make their own 12-hour window. That is the beauty of 12 hours feeding time. It can be adapted to individual availability and comfort. Nutrient timing and absorption. It's simple. If you have given the body time, giving the meal at the right time, body will make hormonal changes to prepare itself and will get synced. The enzyme, release of enzyme, the absorption of nutrients from the food that you've eaten will become more efficient. The efficiency of nutrient absorption will get fixed with the timing, and which will help in the overall cleaning of digestive tract and keeping it clean. Enhanced autophagy. Autophagy, and I know you all are aware of what is the enhanced. How does the autophagy get enhanced? Autophagy get enhanced is, let's take again a person who gets extra time. Let's say his office is not there on Sunday, or there is a holiday. What happens on a holiday? You have that extra time to read a book, go for a movie, have a good quality family time. Similarly, if your body functions are happening automatically, this autophagy, the body will get time to recycle your dead cells, take out whatever is necessary from them, eat them as the autophagy says, that the dead cells, whatever is nutrient capability left in them, the body eats them. They could be toxin, they could be some dead cells, or they may be recycling of blood cells, which is falling short of some nutrient, which cannot go back to the blood. The body will get more time to do this autophagy. And thus, with the 12-hour feeding time, you have given every organ, every function, every enzyme release, nutrient, everything you have time, fixed time, body gradually starts doing autophagy to keep you overall healthy. Improved immune function, I have already spoken about that. Increased energy efficiency. Naturally, as I told you, those fat cells are burned and the recycle process starts. So energy efficiency increases in the body. Improved focus and mental clarity. If let's say you have a new shoe, you just gone in for a new shoe or a sandal, and it is biting you somewhere. Can you do any work? with those new shoes and a new sandal. Supposing you've gone for a movie or you've gone for shopping with the new sandal, which is biting you. You forget about movie. You will never be able to enjoy that movie. Even when you're sitting down, that pain will take your focus away from the movie and tell you, oh, after this movie, I have to walk 200 steps or 200 stairs. I have to go up to that place. Oh, how will I manage? Such thing will only occur in the body when there is a disease, there is a toxin which the body has not been able to remove. The body focus will shift on the disease. If there is diabetes, body is continuously trying to lower the glucose. It has got no time for other function in the body. But if everything is going fine, every cell is performing to the optimum, your mental focus and your ability to do anything because of the increased energy level increases. Adaptability, I've already spoken about it. You can adapt it to your custom, tradition, work timing, school timing, quality time, whatever individual, because you just have to maintain 12 hours feeding time. Behavioral change. Now, what is this behavioral change? If you're eating well, you are healthy, this focus and clarity, you will always have positive vibes. You're not worried. You are not worried about that new sandal or a new shoe which is biting you. There is nothing like that. Your shoes are comfortable, your clothing are comfortable, your body function is going on, everything. Your behavior will automatically change with your positivity. And what else do you want? You want people to like you. You will start attracting with this positive energy. You will be a center of attraction because you are in sync with the nature. And what is the nature's normal thing? To love everyone. So this behavioral change will automatically come to you. You'll find things getting cleared up on their own. You probably a small petty issues used to work you up and take your mental strain or stress you. It will decrease automatically. You will have more options of each and every problem. Once you have options, you take those options. It is work done and out of mind. But imagine a body is not working efficiently and you have a problem. Firstly, you will not get a good solution. Even if you get a good solution, there may be 100 people who will come unnecessarily give you suggestion, which you will not like, because in such situation you want to think, analyze, and do it logically. Any problem, and your body doesn't have time because it is already engaged somewhere. Probably your coronary arteries are blocked, which have been to be cleared. So body says, okay, to hell with your problem. It's my problem. I have to clear this first. So your focus and mental ability and logical reasoning improves with your body functioning nicely. And the last point I've come to is flexibility. I think this whole 12-hour feeding time gives you enough of flexibility. You want to have, don't have time, eat fruit. You have time, eat fruit. If you don't have time, juice it. You want to go away, go on an outing, you can't carry the fruits, juice them, carry the juice with you. You are going out on a picnic, you can fix the time of picnic, eating it at a particular time, because you have to fix that 12 hours feeding time. So you have enough of flexibility with you. Then not looking at the dining table is not giving you hunger pangs. If looking at the dining table is giving you hunger pang, there is some problem. It is you are not hungry, you are only craving for something. And this everything will get sorted out with 12 hours of feeding time. So I have finished, and I will take questions if any. Thank you. Yeah, any questions? I think I hope you have not gone off to sleep with my monologue.
No, sir, I wanted to ask you.
No, we
I
are not
want,
for sleep. We are all listening, but you have explained in so much detail, no questions to ask.
yes,
I take it as a good compliment. That is why actually I posted that complete. This is all my points which I wrote down. I posted in the group.
This 8 hours fasting, I think, is becoming more easy after you have explained in such a way.
Okay, good. Yeah, this 12 hours will give you so much courage and so much of conviction to fast uh, that you cannot believe it. At the
Yeah.
moment, the problem is anyone who's with more than 12 hours of feeding time, to coming to 12 hours of feeding time is a problem. But once you have achieved 12 hours of feeding time for 3 months, you will reduce weight without anything. You will reduce weight, your focus and all these points, they all will get cleared. If you are suffering with something, that suffering will go down.
Maybe others would like to ask questions.
Yeah, anyone?
sir, I would like to ask you one thing. In the morning when I get up, I start sneezing, and then there is balgam also, but it doesn't come out. I
I
I
got,
have this, I have that sensation, but it doesn't come out. Why is it?
ma'am, the moment we go off to sleep, the body has to remove the toxins. The toxins are basically removed either once we by the lungs that we breathe out carbon dioxide, and most of them reach the skin. The maximum toxins are released from the skin in the form of sweat, or they just evaporate. Actually, we don't even become conscious about it. And if the toxins are much large or something, like the moving to the skin is a problem or something, what the body does is it starts pushing it towards the mouth in the form of, like, the moment wheezing and coughing, they again a toxin elimination. Like the moment you are in a kitchen and your chimney or something is not functioning, or the blow of the air is in a manner that the moment you do a tempering, you will find the whole house sneezing. Now, what has happened is there is a chili in that tempering, and it is an immediate irritation to the nose. And the first action that the body does is sneezes. The sneezing actually takes out this particular irritant. Even if you go to a polluted area, something like a vegetable market or spice market, you'll find people sneezing there. They're not suffering from the cough or cold. It is primarily a body's automatic function to expel the irritant, not let it go inside. So similarly, the morning you are getting up, the best thing to do is, why it has been converted into the balgam or that water shortage. The moment you drink water, what will happen? This thing will get melt away, because the moment water will, this particular balgam is basically a condensed form of a toxin, and the moment you drink, it may not even come out as a cough or thing. It will just with that water flow to the kidney and get out of the body.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, any more questions? If there are no questions, I think we can close the meeting. or if you want to not only today's topic, if you want to know something but anything else, I am here again. I will wait for 5 minutes. Probably some people will want to join in the end to ask questions only.
So, what about taking up talk on regeneration of cartilage? My knee started to pain very badly, and doctors saying you're losing cartilage in your knee.
Why it is happening, ma'am? It is an injury or?
No, because I think I do too much walking, and that is why I don't know.
No. Too much of walking will not. Primarily, firstly, is the age actually. With the age, the efficiency of each particular thing naturally will decrease. Besides that, the cartilage is basically a muscle of an intensity between bone and muscle. So it is basically something like a door which has got a hinge. Now hinge cannot be as solid as the wood of the door and not as solid as the onto the door frame. So it has to be flexible to allow that particular joint to move around. So I think if that is what is happening, is basically you are either walking on the, if you're walking too much, that means you are walking on your heel. You're not walking on toes, ma'am. So firstly is the change of style of walking. You have to walk on the toes, never on the heel. If you're walking on the heel, it is you are actually taking the load on the heel and thus pushing the bone towards the and giving pressure on it on the knee. The second problem could be your footwear, ma'am. So I think you'll have to check that, and because I see no reason why a cartilage will get wear and tear by just mere walking. Either your walking style is a bit faulty or your footwear is faulty.
I will check on that. I'm wearing at the moment the Skechers shoes because I do my walk with that when I go walk for a walk. God knows. Maybe it is
Then,
age related.
ma'am, age related, and secondly, you are putting your heel first when you lift.
Then I must check how I'm walking. I must become aware of that.
Yeah, you have to be aware of that, because if you are landing on your heel, the moment walking time, you should land on your toe actually, and then the action should be the rolling of the foot. It cannot be you put your toe first and then do like this.
Okay, I will check now. I am not conscious of how I walk, so I will
Yeah,
check. I
this
will
could
check.
be one of the reasons because of which the complete pressure is coming on the cartilage.
Cartilage. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. I think we'll end the meeting today. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.